Gear Solid 3, we are close to the end. We got all the way through this section and then figured out that we did it wrong. So that's a whole unfortunate thing. I don't know how we're gonna fix this necessarily, but we'll figure it. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've done this, right? So give me a break. It's been a little while since I've had to do this section. Put that guy to sleep. Think we're gonna need that guy. All the guards respond, so we're going to do this whole annoying thing again. That's the guy I need right there. Yeah, that's the guy I need.
Nobody here.
Where'd that guy come from? Okay. So we need to steal this guy's clothes. And if I remember correctly, we just have to shove him into a locker, and that is what we will need to do. So we're going to take him upstairs, and hopefully that's correct. If it's not that, I think I take him into the bathroom, maybe, but like I said, it's been a few years, so I don't exactly remember what it is we're doing. But I want to get through this so we can do Metal Gear Solid 2, so we can do Metal Gear Solid 1, so we can do Metal Gear Solid 5, and hopefully by the time I get through all those games, we will have something new and fun to play. City Skyline 2 is, of course, a very tempting game to play. Bubble's here. Morning, Bubble. How's it going? I have stories to tell today, if you can believe it. I've got exciting stories to tell today. The most exciting story. Skylines 2, love Skylines. Have you played Skylines 2? Have you gotten to play it at all, or still waiting to play it, waiting for me to play it first and complain about it before you buy it? Stories, that's so atypical. I have a story of sadness and of hurt and of so many different things today. Just played the first one. Okay. So let's talk some stories. So today was the last day that I had to drive into work. I'm still working for the company for a little bit longer, but today was the day. And I gotta tell you, there was a little bit of like, I don't know if sadness is the right word, a little bit of melancholy, just like that's it. I'm never driving to that building ever again. I'm done doing that drive. And it was sad and it was happy, and I'm definitely glad I don't have to drive to Portland anymore. I'm definitely glad I don't have to deal with traffic anymore. But we're almost there. I have to go to work Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then that's it. And then I'm unemployed. Just in time, might I point out. I will be unemployed just in time for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 to launch. And a part of me, I don't really like Call of Duty all that much, but a part of me wants to experience Call of Duty as someone who has too much free time and is unemployed. Like, I've not gotten to explore that, and maybe that's why I don't like Call of Duty, because I haven't gotten to do it right. And so we can do Call of Duty the right way now.
Are you trying to kill me?
What's the matter?
So that was,
No, nothing. I swear it.
again, sad, happy, all sorts of emotions.
No, don't. Oh,
But the other fun story from today was people were complaining online, as they do. I think this is a meme, which is why people complain about it. But they were talking about like McDonald's is unaffordable now. McDonald's is too expensive now. And so I just made a quick little post that, when in the app order, I was like, here's a 1,000 calorie McDonald's meal for $5 and some change. Yes, it's more expensive, but you don't have to spend $20, $30 at McDonald's. It's 1,000 calories for $5 and some change. And someone just comes on and is like, nope, that's impossible.
I told you before.
And I was like, okay, don't try to argue on the internet because people aren't exactly the smartest on the internet. But it's like, I ordered this from the app. You can see I literally posted the screenshot from the app. What do you mean it's impossible? And he's like, nope, nice try. It's just not possible. And I just like, okay, I'm not talking to you at all. I'm disengaging because I have provided you proof. And if you're just going to be like, nope, I just don't believe it, well, then there's no point in talking to you, right? I think a lot of people could learn a lot from that. If someone's unwilling to acknowledge the other side could potentially be right, there's no point in having that conversation. If person A is unwilling to change their opinion and person B is unwilling to change their opinion, why are you talking? Like, it's just going to be a pointless fight, and that's what 90% of the internet is. So don't be afraid to just walk away from internet talk.
Are simply too big for the Shagohod to carry. But the military would not hear of it. They demanded a weapon that could launch a nuclear missile to
Metal Gear.
the American homeland. That is when I came up with the idea for phase 2.
You can't argue with internet people. Like, I spend a lot of time on the like the Christian and Catholic forums, and I try and educate people, and people who have like genuine questions about this or that. Like, I'm more than happy to share the knowledge and point you to the right place to start learning to read things. I make videos that are educational to help people with like getting into the faith, getting resources on that, dealing with hot topics like Halloween, and my next one's going to be on charity. So I don't mind educating people, and I don't mind leading people to the faith, but I'm not going to argue. And there have been plenty of people who try and engage me in an argument, and it's just like, here is the facts. You're welcome to them, but I am not engaging this conversation. And it's so frustrating how many people are like, well, I don't accept that. Come back and fight me. I want to tell you that you're wrong. I'm not doing it. I don't have time to waste and just sit there for you to tell me that I'm wrong because you don't want to read a 2-page article that I sent you that shows you that I'm right. Like,
Not only that, with the Shagohod,
there was a big argument we were having on marriage in heaven, and this is one of the hardest teachings for so many people in the faith. So I understand why people want to argue it, but in Catholicism, you are not allowed to believe that you will still be married in heaven, and that's very hard for people because they are attached to their husbands, to their wives. But there's biblical evidence. Jesus directly says there's the whole parable where the Sadducees come up like, but what if this woman has married 10 different people? Who is she married to in heaven? And he says, you won't be married in heaven. That is a direct teaching from Jesus. And there's just no way to argue it. I understand that you want to argue. I understand that that's a hard teaching to wrap your head around, but there it is. It exists. And I didn't want to sit there and argue with them, so here you go. Here's the Bible teaching. Here's a couple expert articles on it. I'm not arguing it with you. These are the facts. You can accept them as presented, or you cannot accept them as presented, but you can't say that I'm wrong. And he just wanted to fight and fight and fight. He ended up deleting his whole account. That's the third time that someone has engaged with me, and I've embarrassed them so hard that they had to delete their entire Reddit account.
deterrence. The idea of using threats to keep one's enemy.
We haven't been paying attention to the story here. Basically, they built a giant tank that can launch nukes very, very far. Like that's the whole story.
Threat. It will render the concept of deterrence utterly meaningless. If such a weapon is unleashed on the world, it will not be long before all nations are engulfed in conflict. war will end, and the entire planet will be consumed by the fires of war.
The Cold War.
Vulcan and the Shagohod will be at the center of it all. So you see, it's already too late.
No, it's not too late.
What do you mean?
We've still got a chance. All we have to do is destroy the prototype and...
I'm so mad yesterday. I wanted to play Warhammer, but work asked me to work late. And like I didn't want to be that guy, but at the same time it's like I'm salary, so you're not paying me to stay late. You're firing me in 3 days. So what loyalty do I owe you? I still stayed late. I still answered the questions. I was the good person who did the good person things. But I gotta tell you, there was a part of me that was like, nope, I've worked my contractual hours and I am leaving to go play Warhammer because what loyalty do I owe you? And I wish I could have done that. So I didn't get to play yesterday. But I did get to meet more people who want to play Rumble Slam. And I started making my next army. We're going to do a bubonic plague rat army, which is going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to go do some games this weekend with Rumble Slam.
Mine? Oh no, she is Volgin's lover. This is my lover.
Love is a weird theme that pops up a whole lot in Metal Gear, and it's always like, so we're talking about war, the Cold War, the death and destruction of everyone, and we're going to sit here and talk about love for 10 minutes? Like, is this really the appropriate time to talk about love when the world's on fire?
A few days before the Virtuous mission, then.
She said that Khrushchev sent her.
What did you just give her?
All of the experimental data for the Shagohod.
Food and missing Warhammer. It was a huge bummer. We have a tournament in less than a month, and I need to really practice up for it, and I've now missed 2 practices. And that's a huge bummer. I really need to get the practice done.
I'm not going.
My mission is to rescue you.
Leave me.
Sokolov!
Khrushchev has abandoned me. I cannot return to my country. I would most certainly be sent to the gulags.
But yeah, that's what happens when you are a traitor.
Yes, I once thought of that. My family's waiting for me there. But even if I fled to the United States, I would once again find myself creating weapons of mass murder.
Oh, right there's an Easter egg. So up in the top corner, 144.75. So there's a secret frequency right there that you can use a little bit later. But it's written on his board to give you a hint. So if you remember that 144.75, we will use that frequency later. And there's a whole bunch of choices we have for breaking out of prison. It's really cool. We can use the viewfinder Easter egg to make ourselves throw up. We can use that frequency to free ourselves. We can eat bad food to make ourselves puke. We can take the dead pill to make us look like we're dead. I believe we can hide and it'll annoy the guy. We can wait for him to have a bout of stomach problems and he'll leave. Like, there are so many ways to escape from jail. It's really cool. Really nice touch to have options besides just do the one thing that we tell you to do in order to get through it. Oh, excuse me.
Watch over my family.
But first we have to get tortured. Which also gives us another Easter egg. This is the most ridiculous scene in the entirety of the show. Game. Just wait. And that's saying something considering how ridiculous Metal Gear has been. It's just so ridiculous.
think you can fool me, you're sorely mistaken. I know the Major better than anyone else.
Like, what do you say to that? Why was that necessary for the story?
What should I find but a greasy freebooter?
Finally getting a little bit of fight with the boss there. Not quite beating her, but we did a little bit better. The dialogue is wild sometimes. Oh, without a doubt, it's ridiculous.
What is this fairy disguise? It's gonna rub off on you. And then you'll lose sight of who you really are. Stay out of this.
Everyone rolling around on the ground.
I see why they call you the boss. What was that? Some kind of judo?
Judo.
No, it's called CQC, a basic form of close quarters combat. He and I developed it together.
But I was always better.
Splendid. I'll take it from here.
Are you going to kill him?
Of course. But first, I will make him pay for hurting Ivan.
Like, this whole game is Snake just getting beat on like a punching bag. Quickly, Ocelot. Meow. Meow for reinforcements. I'm dying. Again, wholly unnecessary. Like, you were doing just fine with your fists. Why do you also have to beat me up with your face? And there goes your nose. Also, I don't know why Sokolov's just still laying there on the floor. Like, yeah, he got shot in the knees. But, like, he could have tried to crawl away or something. Okay. There is a secret. I want to say that it's here. But I don't know that for absolute certain. Yes.
Tell me.
Or is it here or somewhere else?
You've been talking to.
He doesn't know what you're talking about.
We're gonna try it here.
You'd better start talking.
Oh.
Please, stop this!
Who is Khrushchev's lapdog?
How can you do this to him?
I know you gave the data to someone.
Never do
You.
that.
1 second, I gotta fix it here. Okay, so the Easter egg. If at one point in the game you... Oh, why is this being a pain in the butt? Give me 1 second. Okay. So I have to cancel out of the game. We have to close the game fully here. But what you do is when you're presented with a certain save screen, if you save the game and then you fully leave the game and then you load back into the game, it will give you a special secret where you get to play another game within the game. I believe it's a demo, and I think it's called Snake's Nightmare. Like, that's kind of what people just call it. So I think it's here or it's at the next cutscene where we will activate that. So hopefully I got it right. But again, it's been a few years since I've done this, so let's see if we got it right. It's a really cool game. You play as like a werewolf with giant dual claw swords, and you have to mow through all these enemies. All right, let's see. Let's see if we did this right. Load the game. Nope, we did it wrong. Okay, so it's the next point. The next place that I can save, unless it's not included in this version of the game, but...
He doesn't know what you're talking about.
And I don't think our codec will work here right now, so...
Khrushchev's lapdog.
How can you do this to him?
I know you gave the data to someone.
Never do
You!
Riveting gameplay right here, of course. We get to hear people being tortured, but don't see anything. Great design decision.
Yes, he's dead.
Now it's our turn. As far as torture scenes go, this is nothing compared to Metal Gear Solid 1, where you had to jam the circle button to stay alive, and you got the bad ending if you didn't do it right, and it was such a huge pain in the butt to sit there and jam the circle button to try and survive. Like, woo!
Take a look at your body.
Childhood memories right there.
You're a tough one, my friend. A lesser man would be dead by now.
Okay, fun fact about that line right there. You're a tough one, my friend. A lesser man would be dead right now. So that dialogue actually changes depending on how much you've been hurt during the game. So if you got hit a whole lot, it goes like, oh wow, you're really scarred. Your lesser man would be dead. But if you don't get hit at all, he'll call you soft. So you actually get secret dialogue depending on how much you get hit and how much you get spotted in the game.
Who let you in here? You're a tough one.
So that's a fun little thing.
Must have your limits. And I am a patient man.
That's a pretty raw line.
Here's where the fun really begins. My body carries an electric charge of 10 million volts. Let's see how you like this. Now answer me. How much does the CIA know? They're after my legacy, aren't they?
Just casually sipping tea while we're being tortured here.
Legacy, isn't it?
You know. So this actually happens in the first game too, not with that guy, but you get electrocuted and you have to jam the circle button so hard to try and stay alive, and it's so much worse than this.
It's no use. He's not going to talk. He's been trained not to break. Trained by me.
Admit it! We're after the location of the legacy! The secret fund established by the three great powers during the 2 world wars. That's what you're looking for, isn't it? $100 billion, divided up and hidden all over the world.
What's crazy is $100 billion isn't even anything anymore, right? All these countries are trillions of dollars in debt. Like that $100 billion, that'll buy you a couple airplanes and maybe an aircraft carrier or two now.
In the underground vault of Groznygrad. You'll never let it What's this? A transmitter.
Dun dun dun.
Who's responsible for this?
I am. I planted it on him to keep track of his movements.
Why?
So the Cobras could ambush him.
If they knew where he was gonna be, they wouldn't have gotten themselves slaughtered. It pains me to do this, boss, but under the circumstances, I'm afraid I must ask you to show me some proof that you and he were not in collusion.
You don't trust me, is that it?
Not that.
The pure fear in his eyes as he backs up.
What do you want me to do?
Let's see. Cut out his eyes. I don't like those blue eyes of his. There's nothing more important to a soldier than his eyes. You made him a...
That's a line in Metal Gear Solid 1, so kind of a cool little
Yes. It'll make
callback.
a touching display. He's all yours.
Fun fact, there's also a Catholic saint, Catherine of Siena, I believe, who is often depicted as having her eyes cut out, and she carries them around on a platter. An absolutely metal saint that has some horrific artwork that just really touches the soul when you see them. When you see that artwork, it's gruesome.
Stop!
What is it, Tanya?
He's suffered enough.
Well. Why are you protecting him?
Like, again, ridiculous scenes. Just walking up and sniffing people is not appropriate.
Tatiana, you're the spy.
What are you talking about?
You don't just walk up and sniff people, Ocelot. I know you think you're a cat,
I
but
know that smell.
that's wrong. And that
Stop it!
also ridiculous and wrong.
Hey, Ocelot?
No, I have no interest in this woman. I want to test her. I'll let this be the judge.
So he just slipped the transmitter in there. So when she shoots you, you get a transmitter that puts your location.
There, satisfied now?
Well, that was refreshing.
It's the dumbest line. Well, that was refreshing. Or I guess that's the transmitter he put in there. So the transmitter is really cool because there's two things you can do with it. You can leave the transmitter in, and then the enemies will know your location, and it makes it harder. But you get a secret cutscene if you leave it in, or you can take it out, and the guards won't know where you're at, but you won't get the secret cutscene. And the secret cutscene is even more over the top and ridiculous than all of this. Like, it just gets way worse. So we're gonna leave it in to create the secret cutscene. But I do caution everyone: it is outrageously stupid on many different levels. So just as a forewarning. And there's the secret code again. The 14475.
I've prepared an escape route for us. Go out and head west. Pass underneath the connecting passageway and go north. You'll find an open manhole there.
You're...
Quiet! Go through the manhole down into the sewers. The door at the north end of the sewers is unlocked. You can use it to get outside the fortress. I've got your equipment. We'll meet up later.
Eva...
But I can't get too close to your cell. You'll have to figure a way out of there yourself. I'll be in touch.
All right, so this is the cell. Like I was talking about, so we have lots of options here. There's a fork. We can stab people with forks. We can hide under the bed, and you get dialogue if you hide under the bed. You'll be like, what are you doing under there?
Hey.
So we could do that. We can use the revival pill. We can smoke. We could spin in circles until we have to puke. So there's a lot of options for how we can get out of here. So we're gonna do the puking one because this is the fun Easter egg. So you go into the cure. You can see you got a fake death pill to get out of there and a transmitter. We need the fake death pill, so we're gonna grab that out of there. But now if we make Snake spin and spin and spin for a little bit. Now we should vomit.
What's wrong?
And he'll come in here.
Oh, jeez. Did you throw up?
I did. Come help me. I'm gonna hit you with the fork. Don't make me do it. I will use the fork. All right. So yeah, we could have used the code to call out of there, but I wanted to hit the guy with the fork a little bit, so
present state, you're practically naked. You don't have a single decent weapon, and you'll never survive in a battle.
I have a fork, and I just survived a battle, so...
Eva says she's recovered your equipment, so rendezvous with her as soon as...
I don't know about that. Not sure about that.
Use the escape route Eva set up for you. Go down into the sewers through the manhole in the northwest section of Groznygrad. Start out by exiting the holding cell.
Excuse me.
Heading northwest.
Not to mention, we also have a revolver with no ammo. Very effective. Alright, let's get us some food. Grab the camera. Here's the torture cell. Grab some first aid stuff. Too bad we can't cure our eye that got shot out, you know, that's kind of important. Okay, so food, we'll eat the bat because we don't have anything else. Let's cure some bullet wounds. Perfect. Now, time to take on the forces of Russia with my single action army. Okay, so we need to get to the northwest, it said, I think. So we're in southwest. We need to get up and over there. Okay. Oh, there's a guy. Gonna pistol whip him a little bit here. How did HQ get called? I call shenanigans on that. They didn't see me. I knocked the guy out who saw me. I call unfairness. Alright. We're here. Now we just need to get to that up there. Without getting shot to death or bit by the dogs. So we're running. We're running. And we're crawling. Run, Snake. Those guys were all just sitting there shooting at me. Very, very highly paid soldiers there who can't even take out one naked dude. Clearly the best of the best there.
Snake, you're already in the sewers?
Eva, yeah, I just got down here. I'm coming to meet you now. The door at the north end is open, right?
Snake?
Let me guess. There's a problem.
Yeah.
What is it this time?
The Colonel found out you escaped.
Well, no, duh. The entire compound is on alert.
Red alert.
Just my luck. But once I'm out of the fortress...
You can't get out.
I can't?
When the fortress went on red alert, they sealed off the sewers.
Well, they didn't do a very good job of sealing it off because
I'm serious. And that means the escape
I got into them, so they can't be too sealed.
Right. And they just sent a unit out looking for you.
Down here?
Uh-huh. They'll be there any minute now. You've got to get out quick.
But isn't the exit sealed off?
You should be able to get out by heading straight north. Book it, Snake. If they find you, you're dead.
All right, we're going to pause real quick because I need to go grab something. So I will pause the game, and I'll be right back. But with the power of wireless headset, you will hear that cool technology. I'm surprised Dexter hasn't shown up today. Work must be extra hard or annoying for him today. All right. Put that back on. All right, we're ready to keep going. So if I remember right for this part, it is literally all we have to do is just run. We're just running past people. We're not doing anything else. It's just run. And there's our ration. It's just us. Just us. I got a friend who he's getting laid off with me as well, and he's going for the streaming career. So I told him that I will never make it. So I'm not gonna try like him to go for the big streaming career because I'm just gonna have just the 5 or 6 people here. Emmy, you, Dexter, So, Loud T-Rex when he comes by, Edgar every now and then. I don't think I'm ever going to make it to big streamer status, so I'm not even going to try. But, you know, I'm going to enjoy the time that I have to stream by streaming a little bit more. So we'll get some extra streams, but we're not gonna be the big, huge streamers. So good luck to him, though. I hope he is able to make it, but those big streamer dreams, you know, they're tough. If I remember right, one of these has a secret in them. A dog. However, on that same topic of never being a big streamer, YouTube emailed me. Last month, I had 1,000 hours watched. I think that was the number. So I'm trying to remember if that was the number. It's actually kind of sounding small, but I'm not 100% sure of that. But 1,000 hours in 1 month of just people watching me. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Come here, dog. Meet the fork. We do not support animal cruelty on this stream, but the game is forcing me to stab the dog with a fork. So Kojima, what the heck? Why would you program that into the game? Yeah, 1,000 hours is certainly quite a lot of hours of watching, of tolerating waffles. Like, if you ask Dexter, that might be far too much. That might be far too many hours of tolerating my terrible, terrible opinions. So, however, it also did at the same time, like, it felt great, but it was also sad because I've been averaging about 10,000 views per video, and that's hitting me about... Oh, dogs almost got me. I post about 3 videos a day, so I've been averaging about 30,000 views a day. And I was like, oh wow, I might actually be close to monetizing. Like that's a lot of views. And so I went and looked at the monetization. Like in order to hit monetization off of like YouTube Shorts, you have to hit 10 million views. Yeah, 10 million views in 3 months. And so I was looking at it and I was like, okay, so I would need basically about 200,000 views a day to hit the monetization. I was like, oh man, I thought I was close with 30,000 views a day, and I'm not even a third of the way there. Like, not even close. So we're slowly building up, but we're still far, far, far away from the goal. Yeah. Fight him with the fork, Snake. You got this.
I've been waiting for this. Nobody interfere.
I don't think the dogs are going to listen to that.
This is where it ends.
You sure about that?
Snake!
Poor Ocelot. He just can't catch a break.
Don't die on me yet.
Alright, so new boss fight. We have to fight the Sorrow. So this is the boss where you have to see all the people you've killed and face them. And like if you shoot them in the groin, you get special dialogue. Breaking their necks, you get special dialogue. Throwing them off of cliffs, you get all sorts of cool dialogue for doing these things to people. But this is where we should get the special dialogue for eating a person. We get the cannibalism dialogue. And also if you kill the bird, you get special dialogue if you kill the birds. So all that work to eat those people should pay off here.
A host of sorrows.
I don't have any ammo in my gun. Like, I don't know why he thinks that pointing a gun at the guy who's floating would do anything, but
Like you, I too am filled with sadness.
but here we are.
This world is one of sadness. Battle brings death.
Yay, cannibalism. We only did it because it was a secret, right? Like, is justified for the secret. Did it for the lulz.
But make no mistake, the dead are not silent.
I absolutely love this. This is the coolest idea in a video game, where you actually have to face the consequences of your actions, and every person you killed, you have to confront them. Like, it's such a cool idea where we have to face all the people that we've hurt, all the people that we've wronged. That's a nice little skull. He's water bending at me. Good job, Katara. All right, here's the first wave of people that we hurt. No broken necks. Doing the Thriller dance at me. Ghosts? Ruh-roh. Now, see, this one I declare is unfair because technically I put this guy to sleep. He blew himself up. So, like, is that really my fault? Is that my fault that he grenaded himself? Because I shot him with tranquilizer darts. So I don't feel like that one counts. All the Thriller dancing zombies. Next up should be the Fear. There he is. He's gonna spider run at us. Alright, so it's after the Fear that we ate the guy, so we should get the special dialogue right up here. There he is. See, you've got the bird on him. Oh, he didn't say it. He's supposed to be like, you ate me. You ate me. But I guess you bastard is just as good. Usually this game is much longer for me because usually I'm just mercilessly taking people out, so I have to trudge through like hundreds of enemies. But I've been pretty good this game around. I haven't been just senselessly taking everyone out. Random T-Rex roar. That's weird in the afterlife, but okay. We'll accept it. I don't think we've really hurt anyone since the Fury, have we? That should be about it. Yeah. I gotta tell you though, this was the most frustrating thing as a kid trying to figure this out. So like you walk all that way, and then you touch him, you get jump scared, and you die. And if you click the button, it makes you redo the fight. And without the internet, I was like, how? What do you do? And you don't expect it. You have to go in here and take your revival pill because you're supposed to know that that's a fake death because it's not real.
Boss, you have to shoot me.
I can't.
Shoot me.
That was so frustrating when I didn't know how to do it and I couldn't just Google it. It was awful. I redid that fight so many times. So mean.
Will always be with you. Don't be sad.
Don't be sad, Peter.
Again someday.
Done with my break, but I'll be here listening to you. Why haven't you texted you since 9 a.m. this morning? Actually, you bring that up. So usually you text me on your lunch, and you never texted me back during your lunch. And usually you text me on your lunch, so I figured you must have missed your lunch or been busy today, because I was expecting you to text me on your lunch, and that didn't happen. So I've been missing you. So I guess the question is, why haven't you texted me since 9 a.m. this morning? Because I was waiting for my lunchtime texts. Which, exciting. Last time I ever have to do lunch at work. Which it's bittersweet. And like I don't know how to ask this, because this job is giving me a midlife crisis and a mental breakdown. I thought it was better. I thought it was slow days and people were leaving you alone so you could actually do your stuff. No, not today. It's been another train wreck of a day.
That was a close call.
What the hell happened to me?
Neither of you texted me.
Almost crossed over to the other side.
Other side. So that really was.
Something on your mind, Snake?
Major, was there a man in the Cobra unit called the Sorrow?
Yes, I've heard of him. He was an uncanny soldier who fought alongside the boss.
What kind of man was he?
Well, I was saying, what I don't know how to do is like,
Special powers. He had ESP.
I'm no longer working in a building, and here soon I'm going to be unemployed. But Emmy has made my lunch for like 2-3 years, and I absolutely love her lunches, and like it's the highlight of my day. Like I purposefully don't let her tell me what she made for lunch, because like the best part of my morning is when I sit down at work, I get to open my lunchbox, and I get to see what she made for me, and it's always so exciting to be like, oh, she packed me leftovers, but there's a pudding cup in here and a string cheese, and oh, the chips I wanted. Like, it's always so exciting. And now that I'm going to be unemployed, like, I'm afraid I'm not going to get those handmade lunch meals anymore, and that makes me sad. So, Emmy, how do I ask you to keep making me lunch even though I'm unemployed? Because I love your lunches. I love the excitement of like, ooh, what's it going to be today? It's like, oh, it's sushi today, or oh, it's string cheese and pudding. And see, this is exactly, it's bro, I love you, but I'm not going to make your unemployed lazy bum food. I knew it. See, that's why I was afraid.
We're counting on you, pal.
Roger that.
I know I have a fridge. I know I need to learn to cook, but
You all right?
but your lunches are the highlight of my day.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Forget it.
I don't even feed myself most days. At least you have trail mix.
Escape from the sewers.
I jumped into the river.
From all the way up there? You're out of control.
Yeah, I got carried away by the current and almost
So I guess it's gonna be hot sauce oatmeal and ham quesadillas for the rest of my life.
I mean, if you ended up in the river, then I know a good spot nearby. Let's meet up there.
Where is it?
Keep going up.
I'm taking on the soul crushing job where I want to cry every day. See, that's the
Behind
like really frustrating thing about your job is like the last couple days weren't terrible, but it's like playing roulette. You never know what days are going to be absolutely awful and which days are going to be good. Like you just never know what you're going to get, and it shouldn't be that way. Wonder if I can eat the butterflies. Can I get the butterflies if I put on the fork? Can I eat the butterflies? No. I cannot eat the butterflies. My job to make lunches. I will gladly make your lunches, love, but it's one of those things where I don't necessarily know if you want my lunches, you know? I will make you lunches. This is gonna be hot sauce or whatever I can get my hands on too. But no, but see, like I want to like make her like the cute bento boxes you get like in anime. Like I want her to get the same feeling. Like I was just talking about, I absolutely love getting her lunches, right? So it makes me happy. I want to do that to her. I want her to open up her lunchbox like, oh look, it's a bento box in the shape of a bear with my favorite food and my favorite vegetables, and it's gonna make my day better. So I can picture that in my head, and like I can see it in my head, but I can't bring it into reality. And that's the frustration, is like I can see what I want to make for her in my head, but I don't have the skill, the capabilities to bring the cute little bear bento box into real life, you know? But I want to do that for her. Alright, grab the medicine. There's YouTube tutorials. Alright. Hopefully this guy doesn't see me when he walks by. Turn around. Come on, you can do it. Turn around. Well, that didn't work. Let's see, where are we running to? I don't remember where we need to go. Map. Yeah, just casually walk slowly while everyone's shooting at you. That's no problem, Snake. I think there's a underwater cave or something. Behind the waterfall. You just gotta go over here. Yeah. Okay. Behind the waterfall. And now we get our stuff back. I'm sorry, Emmy. I know that job is soul crushing. I know you're looking for other jobs already. And I hope you can find one. I do understand to some degree what it's like to have to go to a job you hate every day and not get a choice in it. I do get that. Alright, we got 2 bosses left. We're almost done with this game.
Nice to meet you, Snake. I'm Tatiana. Here's your equipment.
Eva, you could use a towel.
So could you.
The ridiculously dumb dialogue. Wouldn't be Metal Gear without it. Now we'll eat all the snakes. And again, with the unnecessary parts of this entire saga, I don't know what you call it. What do you,
No thanks.
cutscene, movie, game, just completely
Not for
unnecessary. The whole game is unnecessary.
In my training, we always got the good stuff. French, Italian, that kind of thing.
A regular Matahari.
The least you could do is call me Cynthia.
Tell me something. How does it feel to spy on your own country?
She's nice enough to bring us an eye patch. Needed an eye patch for some reason.
But it's my job.
Because of her.
Can't even eat a snake during a mission, huh?
I wouldn't mind eating you.
Again, unnecessary. Just ate some Trader Joe's mac and cheese. Have to say I like it better than Stouffer's.
When this mission's over,
You know, I don't think we've tried Trader Joe's mac and cheese. I know Emmy's had their mac and cheese bites. I assume it's the same thing, just not, in the bites form. So we might have to try that.
Place for my survival techniques.
It's gonna be Vegetarian Friday again here soon, so just in time for some mac and cheese, right?
Snake.
Can't even grab a butterfly anymore. How can I be in the CIA if I can't grab a butterfly? More awkward scenes.
Thank you. Snake.
It's hilarious. If you play Metal Gear Solid 1, you have to take out Sniper Wolf, and Otacon's just like, Snake, do you think love can blossom on the battlefield? And then you get this whole unnecessary scene.
I've got one good eye and can still fire a gun.
Really? Good. Snake.
And then this. So if you don't take the transmitter out, you get this horribly awkward and dumb scene
There's something in here.
that's just
It's so hard.
so stupid.
When did it get like that?
Hold still. Let me do it.
I did this for you, chat. I saved the transmitter so you can see the secret
Myself.
Just
dialogue because
Okay.
I can't believe how small it is.
But it gets the job done.
Really? Here, lift up your hips.
Like this?
Yeah. How's that?
You're pretty good at that.
Yeah, everybody tells me that. Hold steady, I'm not done yet. There.
so there you go. You leave the transmitter in and you get the most
Is that how they do it in the KGB?
awkward piece of media that's come out since they discovered they could make dirty games on the NES, and you got Colonel Mustard's Revenge.
God.
I do sacrifice so much for chat.
Eva, didn't you steal some explosives out of the fortress?
C3, a highly potent explosive from the west. It can be molded into any shape, like clay. With just this much, you could blow up the Shagohod and the lab along with it.
Is that right?
Yeah, but there's a trick to using it.
Tell me about it.
I know I've said this a lot, that this might be the most ridiculous scene right here. The little heart made out of explosives. Very very necessary, you know, when we're talking about blowing up the thing that's going to end the Cold War, plummet the whole world into
Pod's booster unit used
destruction. But you have time to make a heart. Yes, definitely.
the weapons lab in the hangar housing the Shagohod itself.
So I should blow up the tanks.
That's the basic idea. It should be enough to blow up the entire hangar. There are 4 fuel tanks. In order to destroy the hangar, you'll have to set explosives on each of those tanks.
All 4 of them?
All 4.
Sweat for you. Besides, the scientists had the day off today.
So the hangar's...
That's convenient. Why would you give your scientists a day off randomly? Especially when this is supposed to be a rush project, you know, to end the war. But sure, have a day off.
Countdown will begin. When the timer reaches 0, the bombs will all go off at once.
How long do I have?
20 minutes. Once the Phase 2 trials are finished, I wouldn't be surprised if they kill all the scientists to prevent them from talking. So you've got to act fast.
I'll take care of it. Eva, did you get the data on the Shagohod from Sokolov?
Yeah, that's the mission I was given.
By Khrushchev?
Mm-hmm. America doesn't have any use for it, does it? But I haven't forgotten my other mission either. Helping you out.
Certainly did a good job of that by blowing my eye up.
Follow this cave and go up the ladder at the end. You'll come out inside Groznygrad, just southwest of the weapons lab. Do you remember when you went to rescue Sokolov? Remember there was a locked door when you entered the main wing from the 2nd floor of the east wing?
Yeah.
That's the entrance to the Shagohod's hangar. Use this key to open that door.
The door right when I entered the main wing? Got it. What about you?
I'll get things ready for our escape. There's a rail bridge to the north. I'm gonna set a bomb there, so I'm taking half of the C3 with me.
Right. I'll set off the weapons lab then. Try not to be in the neighborhood when it happens.
Gotcha.
And watch out for Ocelot. He suspects you're not who you say you are.
Don't worry. The Colonel still trusts me. And I
He
have
doesn't.
ways. There's not a man alive who can resist my charms. Besides you, of course.
I'm just warning you, Eva. That's all.
I know. Okay, let's go.
Alright, last leg of the game. Let's beat this. I don't think I'll beat it today, but probably between today and tomorrow,
If I didn't
we're going to end this.
I couldn't go on living. When I'm riding, the wind hits me so hard that it hurts. That pain keeps my mind off the pain of having to be someone else.
The pain.
It's not easy always fooling myself like this. It's only when I'm on the bike that I'm free to be the real me.
Again, heart-touching scene, but
Fall in love.
kind of unnecessary when we're talking about trying to save the world. Do we really need to talk about why you need to ride a motorcycle?
What's wrong with Tanya?
Okay, Tanya. Don't let anyone see you.
Oh, this? It's a button camera.
What did you do that for?
Insurance. To make sure you don't double-cross me.
Yeah, because not everyone's already seen my face. That's good insurance. Sure.
Hey,
What?
you're gonna get wet again.
Alright, let's go blow up the Shagohod. Except for I'm pretty sure we've got another like 3-minute ladder climb sequence here. Frogs, glowing mushrooms, more frogs, bullets, rats. Good old cardboard box. Not as bad as I thought. I remember a longer ladder there, but apparently not. Shoot him. Where I beat the sorrow, so we don't have to worry about taking people out anymore, so... Alright. I think the door is back where we came from. Up there, maybe? I don't remember if we can go through that door or not, so I guess we'll... Pro moves, pro strategies right here. Just running right through everyone. No, I can't go through that door. That's a bummer. Don't think I can go through this door either. No. The overpowered roll. Very ancient and powerful technique. Very strong, very smart strategy. Just casually dodge some bullets. Alright, that's the door we had to go through. And we're running, and we're running. Oh boy, there's a lot of people there. I don't think I'm able to run through all of them. Let's see, can we lose the alert somewhere here? No. Don't think we can go through that one. That door. That's the one we need to go through, right? We're so good at this stealth game. We're sneaking so good. Just incredible how good we are at this stealth mission. Well, I was hoping one of these would open up for me. So I can hide, but the game does not want to cooperate. There we go. Alright, we'll hang out here for a few seconds. We'll drop the heat. Again, riveting gameplay. Much stealth. Great stealth moves we did there where we just ran through the bullets.
Definitely here somewhere. Flush him out.
All right, so now let's wait. Was it like 2 minutes for this thing to run out? This clock. Emmy, since I didn't get to say it earlier, and since you're probably still listening but unable to say anything, I love you. You don't have to message me back. I know you're not allowed to message while you're at work, but I love you and I appreciate you doing all the things you're having to do at that job that you're not enjoying so that I can have benefits. Baby girl, no. That is not the appropriate response. I'll talk to you as I please. That is very... That's heartwarming, and I love you very much for that, but no. You love. I don't mind being a mushy romantic for for my love. I guess while we're waiting for this to count down, look at my cool new camera. Check this out. It automatically turns on when you flick the screen out, and then it'll wake up and boop, there it is. And I can record you recording me, and then you just flip this little thing down and it'll automatically turn itself off and boop, goes back into hiding. I'm so excited to take this thing to game night and do some recording, do some fun stuff. Very excited for getting to play with that new toy. It also came with another microphone, but I'm pretty sure I can't use this microphone with my computer. I tried, but I couldn't figure it out. So I'm still trying to find what is the best solution to microphone. I got a great microphone up there, but I need to move it like to here so you guys can actually like hear me talk to you. But this microphone, everyone said wasn't bad. It wasn't as good as my other one, but it's not bad. I also have other like microphones that can pin to my lapel. So I don't know. I want my sound to be good. I want my stream to be good. And even though, like I said, that I know that I'm never going to be like a pro streamer with 5,000 people watching me, that doesn't mean I don't want my stream to have good quality, right? I need to get my green screen background here so you don't see all the mess behind me. Need to get my camera position solidified. I got some music that I can put on here soon so that when I'm not talking, it's got a little bit of background noise, I guess. So, still have to upgrade the stream some more.
I can't imagine he'd use it for anything other than deterrence. Volgin, however, is a different story. He's planning to use the Shagohod to turn the Cold War into a blazing hot one. We can't let him have it.
Agreed.
That leaves just one more mission for you to carry out.
Destroy the Shagohod.
Exactly. For now, just focus on destroying the Shagohod.
Yes, sir.
I'll let Sigint fill you in on how to destroy it.
Yo, like Eva was saying, if you're looking to blow the whole place sky high, the best way is to take out those liquid fuel tanks with the C3. You know there's 4 tanks in there, right? You have to put C3 on all 4 of them. To plan a C3 charge, all you gotta do is equip the C3 and press the weapon button while standing in front of a tank.
Okay.
Just like TNT.
But make sure you don't plant it in the wrong place. You barely got enough C3 as it is, right?
Good point. I'll make sure not to plant it anywhere else.
Good, man.
Considering I'm doing these nice people's work while they gossip, I'll do what I want.
So don't go using any heavy firepower near the tank.
All I can think of is I'll do what I want is that South Park scene, the Cartman. Whatever, I do what I want. Classic episode.
I'd wait until after you plant the last charge to start the timer mechanism.
All right. I'll make sure I finish planting all 4 charges before I start the timer.
Once the timer's set, you've got 20 minutes until it explodes, right? So make sure you get your ass out of that place by then. I think that's about all I've got. The rest is up to you. Good luck, pal.
We're counting on you, Snake.
No pressure. They're just counting on me. All right. Now that we got our gear back, we can equip that. Equip that. Perfect. Okay. Let's put some people to sleep. So much for the scientists having a day off. Sniped. Ah. That was not supposed to happen. Alright, you go to sleep. And you go to sleep. And you go to sleep. Everybody goes to sleep. Hey? That everyone? I think that might be everyone. Sleep gun's a little overpowered. And now we need this. I think I see someone still awake over there.
Snake,
Eva,
I finished planting the bomb on the rail bridge. If we get rid of the bridge, the enemy won't be able to follow us. It should at least buy us some time. I've also set up the escape route. How are things going on your end?
I just finished planting the second charge. Give me a little more time.
Just need a little bit more time.
Waiting for you at the bridge.
Oh, there's still a scientist awake too. Look at that. 2 people still awake. Okay, that problem's solved. Alright, where is this last one? I remember it's up here, I think, all the way at the top. Think. Yeah, maybe? No? Not there. I always forget where this last one is at. Not there. Are you sure we got that one? Over here? Got the one on that side. Second one was there. Got that one. There it is. Last one's always hidden. The butterfly. What was that? Was that I Am Legend? Was that movie? Look, the butterfly.
Got you this time.
Yeah, we just set a timer that's going to blow up, this whole facility. Now's a good time to just make a phone call.
My way out now.
Hurry, Snake. Is Eva taking care of the escape route?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
she can handle it.
All right then, well hurry up and get out of there. Snake!
Ocelot's just the most ridiculous. Like the fourth time the boss has taken the gun from us. Like the fourth time we've had our rear ends beaten by her. There's the timer.
This woman was found snooping around my underground vault.
So much for still trusting her, huh?
She was captured. Look what we found on her. The Philosopher's Legacy. This microfilm contains all the information regarding the legacy.
I love how this guy holds up a sign for how much longer you have left.
It was the smell that gave her away. No, not the perfume.
Again,
Gasoline.
stop smelling people, Ocelot. It's kind of creepy.
She reeked of it.
To think that lovely Tatiana was a spy. We found this radio along with her too. Such a fine woman she was. It almost pains me to have to kill her. Yes, she was an obedient one.
Again, creepy wording, Kojima.
Pet.
Very, very creepy.
Isn't that right? What was that? Do you have something to say to me?
Go to hell.
You dirty whore. I've had enough kisses from you.
Such a stupid line.
I should have known. Sokolov wasn't man enough to have a lover like that. Just like the KGB to send something so beautiful, yet so deadly.
What is the Philosopher's Legacy?
Very well. I'll explain it before
Yeah.
I kill
Now is a good time to ask questions with only a few minutes left on the bomb timer. That's certainly the right place to talk about this.
The pact was a blueprint for defeating the Axis powers and creating a new world order. To secure victory in the war, the three countries pooled their resources to conduct the most covert types of operations and research. The atomic bomb, rocket technology, the Cobra unit.
The ex-Cobra unit, they're all dead now, so...
Sum of money to fund these projects, enough to fight the war 5 times over. That wealth is the Philosopher's Legacy. After the war was won, the three countries were to divide the Philosopher's Legacy amongst themselves. This explains why the United States and the Soviet Union were able to steal away the best scientific minds in Germany as soon as the war ended. But our great motherland has far surpassed its pathetic rivals. We possess enormous wealth, The most advanced technology and overwhelming power, assets fitting of our great country. My father was one of the men in charge of managing the Philosopher's legacy.
The Philosopher's Stone.
After the war ended, he devised a series of ingenious plots to ensure that the Soviet Union would have total control over the legacy. The money was divided up and laundered through banks all over the world. Switzerland, Australia, and Hong Kong. This microfilm contains a record of all those transactions. After my father's death, I learned of this secret and obtained the microfilm. With this money and the support of Brezhnev and his allies, I built this fortress of Groznygrad and Granin's research facility. But that worthless fool Granin failed to produce results. I was forced to turn to Khrushchev's dog Sokolov and his invention, the Shagohod. My position in GRU made it too troublesome to attack Sokolov's facility directly. But the spy network established by the secret pact still existed. I used it to contact the boss and suggested that she defect. The boss was conniving enough to see things my way. The world was once one, but the conflict between the philosophers has torn it in two. We will use the legacy to heal that rift and make the world whole again. To do this, we need strength, an unstoppable trump card with enough power to bring order to the world.
The
The
Shagohod.
trump card was to be the Shagohod and the Cobra unit.
I don't think the Cobra unit's that elite if one dude can take them all down. I think he severely overestimated the Cobra unit.
Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us. Boss, take this someplace safe. Take good care of it.
Remember we saw this game and we're like, wow, how can graphics get any better than this? I did think that very often playing through this game.
He must be planning some sort of sabotage.
PlayStation 3, that was the height
Oh,
of all
surprises waiting for us.
of all gaming, and now this is
I'll
just
dispose of her as well.
hideous by today's standards. And I keep saying there's going to reach a point where graphics can't get anything better, but they just continually get better and better and better. So I don't know when we're going to hit that point of graphics no longer being able to get better, but AI is going to push us to that next level again. It might be 5-10 years before we hit that next brick where we don't see any improvements.
Fight like a warrior, Volgin.
But of course.
Let me face him. I've been waiting for this moment. Time to get even.
He's showing me with those fancy moves. We were so dumb. I mean, I remember seeing PlayStation 1 graphics, playing Final Fantasy VIII, and being like, no way will it get better than Final Fantasy VIII. That game was absolutely beautiful. So I said that PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. Here we are at PS5. Except for now we're playing games like this on PS5. Live action gameplay where it's just a person doing all the actions and it's filmed and put to controller movements. Oh geez, like Night Trap was the most infamous example of that. Live action games were all the rage for a while. Though I will, Heavy Rain was really good for its time. PS4 Heavy Rain, little ridiculous, but I think that one really showed us what you could do with storytelling in games. Yeah, 6 minutes left. We're kind of wasting time here, dudes. The bombs are about to go off. We need to start the fight, please.
Sorry for the delay. Let's get started, shall we?
I don't remember any tricks to fighting this guy. I'm pretty sure you just gotta walk up and punch him a few times and call it a day.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime battle. Let's make it a good one.
Unnecessary, but kind of cool at least.
It's just you and me now. And I'm going to enjoy this. Snake!
Good catch for only having one eye.
You're mine, son of the boss.
What'd you call me?
Let's see you die on this one. Put away your gun. Give it up.
Dude, what grenade did he throw me? A WP grenade? I honestly don't remember this fight at all, so
Here it comes.
okay. Not really getting a whole lot done here, but
Die.
I don't think that's right.
Put away your gun.
I do not remember this fight at all. That's not working. That's not working. I'm watching all the awful Christmas movies, but I love it. It is the season for bad Christmas movies, 100%.
Ocelot, whose side are you on?
Well, I'm just about out of time here, so I don't think I'm going to beat this guy. We'll give it one more go here. One more honest go. Let's see. Who can tell me how to beat this guy?
Volgin seems to be deflecting bullets away by wrapping a powerful electromagnetic field around his body. You won't hit him if you fire at him from the front. If you're going to attack him with a gun, do it from the side or the back.
When Volgin is discharging electricity from his body, you'll get electrocuted just by touching him, so you can't grab him with CQC. When Volgin isn't discharging electricity, however, that's your chance to use CQC. Attack Volgin whenever you see an opening.
All right.
What if you put on that mask?
There we go. All right, we made progress. One heck of an uppercut. All right, we're almost a quarter of the way there. Dexter's here. You're late, Dexter. What's up? Work no fun for you today either? You were napping? I can't blame you for that. All right, halfway point. Work was trash. Well, if there's always something I can count on, it's that Dexter's work is not fun. Oh, I accidentally skipped that. I didn't mean to, but I gotta go pick up Emmy. So, unfortunately, Dex, you caught us right at the end, right as we were getting ready to go quit and pick up Emmy. So, sorry that you napped through it, but I gotta go get Emmy. So, excuse me. I'll do prayer really quick, and we'll go from there. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Lord, today we pray for humility. We pray for the ability to humble ourselves before you, God, and say that you are enough. You are everything. We don't know all the answers. We don't know all the solutions. We don't even know what we're doing half the time, Lord. Please give us humility, help to give us answers, and please help to answer our prayers in your will, Lord. Your will be done, not ours. We pray for those who are starving, those who are without water, those who are without shelter during the rain and freezing season. And we pray for those who don't have enough, Lord. Help to give us all what we need so that we may find you, Lord. All this we pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Again, sorry, Dex, that you joined right as I was getting ready to pack up. I gotta go get Emmy from work, so unfortunately caught us right at the end, but we will be streaming again, of course, tomorrow. So hopefully you can catch us tomorrow for the exciting end of Metal Gear Solid. Otherwise, we will also be streaming on Saturday. Yeah, so everyone have a great day, have a blessed evening, and we will see you again tomorrow.